New geographies, again, you can look at having it in a new mall, expanding locally, expanding in a city, or expanding in a new country. And then the formats we discussed earlier apply in this case. You can franchise within a country, you can franchise within a region, or you can just go global and start acquiring or finding partners or doing joint ventures with people who can bring a special added value to the partnership. Franchising we discussed, so it's good to reduce your financial risk. Usually franchisees will have to put up the investment, do the initial setup, and do the sales, while you provide the know-how, the support, and the products or the services that need to be offered for that market, and of course offer continuous support, continual monitoring, and mechanisms for them to be able to come back to you at any time and use your advice and use your support to ensure that their services are being sold successfully. Partnerships, be very careful of who you partner with. Be very careful on the terms that you use with the partnership. Do your homework, take your time, make sure you check into the partner, because once you get into an agreement, it's very difficult to get out of it if things get messy. And I'm not saying you're going to be 100% right all the time. You will learn, but eventually doing the homework minimizes the risk of ending up with the wrong partner in the wrong country. So make sure you're legally protected, make sure the country has the right set of legalities and regulations to protect you as a franchisor or as a foreign investor or as a partner in that country. And because the partner will make or break the deal, and the way you choose a partner should become an expertise, if you like. The way we choose our partners has been evolving for 30 years now. And we only choose, and we go into a country when we have the right partner for us, and we're very comfortable about that. Getting into new products, getting into new services, always an interesting thing. And if you mix that well with your diversification and expansion, if you find the right mix on expanding into new markets, but also diversifying, offering the different products or a localized product into that market, I think that would be a very powerful formula to succeed in that new market. We all know about customers expecting more and more these days, and customers expecting localization, expecting customization. So if we have the culture and the power and innovation to take a product into a new market and customize it to that market, then the risks are much lower, and then you probably have much more chances of making it in that market. Web presence, I think we all know that. It's a no-brainer. We always have to be online, and the more you leverage the online and the general automation of the online office that it offers these days, the better the experience for the customer, the easier it is to reach that customer, whether you're selling or you're doing operations online, or you just want to market and communicate to customers online. So reaching out becomes a much easier element, but we have to also keep in mind that being online means you're exposed, so people will talk about you on Twitter and on social media and on Facebook. They will engage with you. They will be vocal about your service, whether they like you or not. So be ready for the online. Be ready to engage on the online front. Be ready to reach and communicate online as well. So, it's a whole new world, and it can open so many possibilities for you. Again, going to fight this question, being online is always a good way to reach out to people. On Aramx.com, people can go and, for example, apply to become franchisees. So it's a way for me to reach out to potential franchisees and tell them, I have these opportunities in these countries. Please, you're welcome to come and join us, or you're welcome to come and apply and contact us and learn more about what we're looking for in a franchisee. So online is a very powerful tool, and if you know how to leverage that to your own operation, to your own customer profile, it's a very important and powerful thing to get. Tips for business expansion. Again, plan it. Make sure you have the right resources. Make sure you're ready for it. Do not overexpand. And my advice is take your time. Take your time. If you're doing the right thing in your local market, keep doing it. Keep focusing on it. Don't lose that attention. But then start slowly planning what is the best way for you to expand? How do you want to expand? Do you want to find agents? Do you want to find representatives? Do you want to franchise? Do you want to acquire? There's a huge spectrum, starting from the minimum to the maximum pressure on your resources. And make sure that you have the right resources, analyze them, study them, visit the country, talk to the people, even people who are not necessarily in the industry, but learn more about the business, learn about the market and the industry. And that's usually guaranteed to give you that comfort or the way you want to go or not, and in what format, in that sense. Project management is very important. We have a project manager or several project managers who manage different expansions in different countries, because as a big organization, it's all about pooling resources and orchestrating the process, whether it's IT, whether it's operations, whether it's systems, whether it's training. It's a big thing to do. And of course, the legal element is important when you go into a new market. So someone has to be able to see those from a helicopter view, but then also project manage them and execute them on a task per task level. So it's a time-consuming thing, it's a resource-consuming, and people have to be aware of that. Keep your customers informed, of course. This is all about customers. It's all about getting closer to more customers, and sometimes even getting closer to your existing customers. Because in the Aramex example, for example, we bought a company in South Africa. We bought Verco, which was the second biggest domestic operator in South Africa a year and a half ago. The moment we now exist in South Africa, I immediately have to make sure I continue serving my customers in South Africa. Customers in South Africa require me, as Aramex, to be present in the Southern African region, which we haven't been there yet. But now, because I'm in South Africa, I have to follow my customers and make sure my service exists in places where they need me to be there.